Shalom. First, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Basham Rakar Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone and rule well. And Shalom to the elect, man. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 7. Do ye look on things after the outward appearance? If any man trusteth himself that he is Mashiachs, let him of himself think this again, that as he is Mashiachs, even so are we of Mashiachs. Right, which is talking about Yahweh Shai. Says, do you look on things after the outward appearance? Okay, and normally, you know, there's the scripture is brought out when we're talking about, you know, looking at the outward appearance of man, but you got to look at the spiritual man and so on and so forth. But it also applies to the fact that you're gonna have Israelites that outwardly are not gonna look like your typical biblical Israelites. Okay, as in dark-skinned, melanated, hair like sheep's wool and so on and so forth, and different textures of hair, man, rough hair. Okay, but their spirit, basically they're Israelites, man. Okay, they come from the lineage and the nationality, the genealogy. Okay, they come from the seed of Jacob. Okay, which his name was changed to Israel, so they're Israelites. Okay, Jacobites, Israelites. Okay, but the nation was called Israel. Okay, so that's talking about the Israelites. So you're gonna get Israelites, right, that are Israelites by lineage, but in the way that they look, they might, on their outward appearance, it might seem to you at first that they're not actually. You might think that they're from the other nations, man, because they look like the other nations. Okay, you're gonna get so-called blonde-haired, blue-eyed guys that look like the devil, look like Esau, but actually they're Jacob. Okay, and I'm gonna show you an example of that later, man. Okay, but first I'm gonna get the scripture. This is Daniel chapter 9, verse 6. Neither have we hearkened unto thy servants, the prophets, which spake in thy name to our kings, our princes, and our fathers, and to all the people of the land. And what's the prophets telling you? The prophets are telling you what? The prophets of GreatMillStone, okay, are telling you that there's going to be guys out there who are going to look like heathens, such as myself, okay, but actually they're of the seed and the stock of Israel, man. Okay, they're being the Lord has basically is dealing with him, man. Okay, in the sense that Israel is the Lord's people. Okay, so you're gonna get guys that are gonna wake up to this, members of the elect, that are not gonna. It's the multitude, man. Okay, that you're gonna get loads of people waking up to this, man. Okay, looking like the other nations. Okay, because what, the elect shall be gathered for the four corners, man. Does that mean that every elect member is gonna look like Shaft? No. That means that you're gonna have men that are gonna look like other nations, but they're from the stock of Israel, man. Okay. Now it says, verse 7, O Lord, righteousness belongeth unto thee, but unto us confusion of faces as at this day. Right? To the men of Judah and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem and unto all Israel that are near and that are far off, through all the countries whither thou hast driven them, because of their trespass that they have trespassed against thee. So you got guys that have been scattered all around the world, Israelites, okay, that have been mingling with the heathens' women, okay, having sex with them, okay, and their youths are coming out looking at the heathen, man, and they're going and dealing with other heathen women and so on and so forth. But that seed is still carrying on. So then, because of their trespasses, they got scattered, man. That's in Deuteronomy 28. Okay, because we trespassed against the Lord, we didn't keep His statutes and commandments, man. So then the Lord scattered us, man. So you're gonna get Israelites. You're gonna get Israelites out there that aren't gonna look like straight up Jake, man. Okay. You're gonna get Judites that are not gonna look like so-called black men. Okay. This is and it says confusion of faces belongeth unto but unto us confusion of faces, because, like I said, at first glance, if you look at the outward appearance of a man, you know, you can't judge it straight away. You gotta, you know, sometimes you can, depending on certain things, but really you gotta try the spirit. You gotta speak to that man. This is Hosea chapter 8, verse 8. Israel is swallowed up. Now shall they be among the Gentiles as a vessel wherein is no pleasure. Plain and simple to the point, man. Okay, so we're going to be amongst these Gentiles. So Israel's going to be scattered all around, man. Okay, and we're going to deal with it. We're going to pop, because Jake likes to have sex, man. We're going to pop these heathen women. Okay, and we've been popping them for a long time. Okay, and the kids are going to come out as Israelites, but they're going to come out looking, you know, like, you know, a bit like their mother and so on and so forth, man. They're going to come out looking at, you know, the nation whichever we've been driven, man. Whichever women is dealing with, man. Does that mean that they ain't Israelites? No. We're going to come, our inheritance is a speckled bird, man. We're going to come all different shapes and sizes. Now, before I give that example, right, which is, I'm going to give example of Blake Griffin. Okay, that's a good example. This is Numbers chapter 1 verse 18, just so we can understand something. It says, and they assembled all the congregation together, talking about Israel, on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees, right, after their you know, a pedigree going back to the, basically, it's going back to the foot, okay, that I forgot the word exactly, man, so I ain't gonna go into it. But you know, if any of us can put it in the comment, Lord willing, you know, I'll look at it as well. But basically, it's talking about your root, man, your genealogy, right? After their, it says, and they declared their pedigrees after their families. I know that goes back to feet. I don't know the exact. Can't remember the exact thing. They declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers. That's the key point, anyway. The key point is that it's through the house of their fathers, because that's where the seed is, man. Okay, the seed is carried through the father, man, in these ball sacks. Okay, you can get an apple. I always like to use this example. You can get an apple tree seed, and you can plant one in Turkey, and you can plant one in China. Okay, and the tree might be nourished a certain way, be in different soil, and grow a different way, and so on and so forth. Might be slightly variant, but it's, what is it going to be? It's going to be an apple tree, man. At the end of the day, it ain't going to be an orange tree, it ain't going to be a pear tree. Okay. Because it's what the seed. This comes from the apple, man. That is what how it was designed by Yahweh Shai in the beginning. Right now, I'm just gonna give an example of Blake Griffin's son. Okay. Right, you can see Blake Griffin there. Right, this is Jake. And look at his son, blonde hair. Right. You know, looks like a so-called little white boy. Okay. So if you was to see him on the street with his mum or whatever, you'd be thinking, oh, white boy, you know. But now let's look at this man's father. Okay. Look at his mother. Look at his father, man. Okay. So hold on. So through the, in terms of appearance, because that's a Jake, an Israelite. Okay. In terms of appearance, if you show this to someone, they're going to be like, who understands, you know, who the Israelites are and so on and so forth. They're going to be like, because you've got scoffers out there that don't understand that, you know, the whole thing about the Gentiles, man. Okay. That you're going to get our people looking like different people, man. Like the heathens. They're going to be cool with that. But as soon as you show them the grandson, his very own grandson, they're going to call him a white boy. How does that make sense? Okay. The scripture says we're going to be amongst the Gentiles, man. Okay, the scriptures talk about scattering, you know. So I just wanted to just do a video on that, really, man. So it's not to just be judging quick on the outward appearance. You got to try the spirits, man. Try the spirit, you know. Anyway, you know, I hope that's been edifying, you know, with that. Shalom.